All right, hi. We're gonna do some floor stuff. Starting on all fours, come into tabletop. We're just gonna start to move the hips side to side. You can look down or let go of your head. And go at your own pace. Move the hips to one side and then the other side. So you can do it here on your hands, or if you have some things going on in the hands or a broken thumb or whatever's going on, you can always come down into the forearms and do the same thing. You can have the hands apart, or if you're on their forearms, if you want to hold hands and release the hands, that's okay too. So motion side to side in the hips. Whatever feels good with your head. I usually like to let go of my head. And then start to sit the hips back a little bit more, right? So wherever you are in tabletop, starting to sit the hips back, trying on child's pose, and any movement there, side to side. So I'm just gonna rest on my forearms, and just shifting weight side to side. Whatever you wanna do with the feet, and take a deep breath. I'm gonna round up, coming back onto all fours. So your tabletop, hands or forearms or fists. Shake out the hips again, and then this time start to draw circles with your hips, with your pelvis, and breathe. And notice as you circle around the hips, notice the subtle movement in your shoulders. And again, whatever you wanna do with the head, and then take a moment and switch the direction of your circles. Take your time, go at your own pace. Listen to the body, breathe. You're gonna find a good stopping point, kind of shake it out, wiggle it out, round it out, coming back into that child's pose, whether you're on the forearms or stretching out. Take a big breath, find stillness. And then we'll come back into your tabletop. Shake it all out, right? So now cat and cow. Gaze up at your ceiling, at the wall. Take a moment, take a breath, press the ground away. And then leading with the tailbone, leading with the lower back and the butt. Start to slowly round the back like a cat. So the head's the last thing that moves. Exhale completely here. Inhale, start that movement at the lower back, at that tailbone. Let the movement trickle up the spine. Inhale. Exhale, release. So a few slow, mindful cat-cows. Leading that movement back and forth from the base of the spine. Couple more there. We're gonna shake out the head, shake out the butt. And then we're gonna do a little bit more cat-cow with the lower back and the butt. And as you do cat-cow, sway your hips side to side, right? Or I have to start swaying my hips side to side. And then start some of that cat-cow movement as you sway side to side. And it may start to feel like a circle or a typewriter. You might find your own rhythm here. Cat-cow, side to side, and breathe. And this is where you usually start to smile. Right? Cat-cow, side to side. And then come back to the center. Walk your hands over to the right. So keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands over to the right. So we're in like a perpendicular tabletop. And now find your cat-cow movement here. Back and forth. Up and down. And breathe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do one more there. So we're gonna do this on the other side as well, okay? So I'm gonna come back to the center, pause. So my legs are staying where they are. This time I'm walking over to my left side, right? And then taking 3 or 4 cat-cows here. Take your time. We're gonna come back to the center And if you're on the hands, drop down to the forearms. Whatever you want to do with the hands, they can just let go, up, down, or hold hands with each other. Drop down to the forearms, shake out the butt, maybe a little cat-cow there. I'm going to start to curl my toes here and then sit back and push weight into the feet, right? So that toe crutch stretch that I like to do so much. Right? If you have any broken toes, don't do this. It might not feel good, right? So listen to the body. See about stretching out the soles of the feet. So my toes are curled, just sitting weight back into the heels. Any movement that feels useful. One more breath. And back into tabletop, your tabletop. Hands, fist, forearms. I'm gonna shake it out. We're gonna curl the toes. Right, we're gonna lift the knees. So we're gonna hover the knees off the ground. And any movement there, side to side with the hips, shake it, cat-cow it, breathe, any noise that wants to come out of the body. And then the knees hovering back to the center, lower back down. Last time, child's pose. Right? So let go of everything you want to let go of. Notice your breath. And then we're going to come back up to tabletop. We're going to take downward facing dog, curl the toes, lift up, walk it out, pedal out the feet. One heel lifts, the other drops down towards the ground. Bending the knees any amount, right? If my legs and back are tight, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit more. Listen to your breath. Make any changes, make any adjustments. If you want to take it wider, closer together, make some adjustments and see if you can bring some more space into this posture. A better breath. Right? 2 more breaths in your downward facing dog. And then gaze forward, drop back down to the knees, sit back, child's pose. For real, last one this time. Good. And then come back up and yeah. It was a little journey on the floor, little movement in the lower back, and moving from the floor to down dog. Thanks for joining.